So this is the April Knitcrate yarn. It's very, very nice. So it's called Uru Yarn Sugared Sport, and it's superwash, 70% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 10% stellina. That's why it has that glow. Very pretty, very easy to knit with. So they also gave us some soap to try. Very nice. So I used the long tail cast on, and I cast it on my stitches very, very softly because I don't want them bunched up in there. I want them nice and loose. So I used a number 11 US needle, which is a size 8 millimeters, and I cast it on 66 stitches. So make believe I just cast it on my stitches, and this is the repetition. Very, very easy. Very easy. Just make sure that you have, this is the repetition. So you do knit 1, yarn over, and knit 2 stitches together from the beginning to the end, those 3 steps. So let me get this straight. Knit 1, yarn over, and knit 2 stitches together. That's it. Knit 1, yarn over, and knit 2 stitches together. This is a multiple of 3, so you can add stitches if you wish. This one measures 16 inches wide. So knit 1, yarn over, and knit 2 stitches together. So once I used the lifeline, let me show you, because if you lose a stitch it is very difficult to pick up. So I used the lifeline, you see it right there. And like that, if I mess up, I just go back to my lifeline, and that's it. Okay, I'll see you at the end of this row. Okay, so if you want the size small, you make it 42 inches long. If you want it medium, you do 46, and if you want it large, make 50 inches long. I'm making it 50 inches long because I like it nice and soft. So it has 16 inches wide, and I believe that's enough for all sizes. So now I am going to be binding off, also very softly. So let me get my needles here. So I knit 1, I knit another 1, and bind off. Knit another 1 and bind off very softly. Knit another 1 and bind off. So another 1 and bind off, and like that you have a nice edge to hold on to when you sew it with this side. So knit 1 and bind off. And I will see you when I finish doing this. See how soft that is? Okay. So now it's time to sew, and I'm sewing the end of my shawl with one side from the beginning of the shawl. So that means if this is the end of my shawl right there, I am going to fold it and sew it. This is the beginning. I am going to sew it the end to one side of the shawl. and I measured about 18 to 20 inches on the side of the shawl. So that's why it's important that you that you bind off your stitches very softly. Okay, so what I did is that I marked the closures where I need to be sewing, and I am usually taking 3 rows from one side for every stitch on this side. But since this is a very open stitch, it's sometimes difficult to do. So I am going to sew from here to there, and each one of the stitches on this side. So I go there and take a stitch on this side. This is a yarn that I need to weave in where I changed my balls of yarn. So from here to the next, and each stitch here. So it just take your time, because this needs to look nicely. So I'm going to put the camera a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I go from here to there, and on each one of these stitches and then all the way to the end. Okay, so I'm almost there. And so when we get to the end, you want to make a very tight knot. You don't want it to be opening on you. So there we go. Take this off. There we go. Okay, so what you want to do once you get to the very tip, bring your yarn to the back and make a knot. And I'm going to take some pictures of this because it looks very, very pretty. So, and weave in all the ends. And thank you for watching. Share us with your friends and like our page and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. See how pretty that looks? So I'll take some pictures. Thank you.